Okay students, today we are starting the invertible function. Invertible function. In previous video we have already learned about the composition of two functions. We will use the concept of composition function in finding the inverse of a function or in proving that the given function is invertible function or the given function having its inverse. Okay. So first of all, I would like to told you about the composition of two functions. Composite of two functions means the composition of two functions. Suppose f and g are given, then log of x, that is equals to function of gx, is called the composition of two functions. It's called the composition of two functions. It exists if range of g is the subset of domain of f. Okay, it exists when the range of g is subset of domain of f. Okay, this is the condition, this is the criteria when composition of two functions will exist. Okay, so then this is the criteria, and domain of fog is equals to domain of g, and range of fog is equals to range of f. Okay, these are also the criteria, or these are also the result of the composition of functions. Okay, now we will use the concept of this composition function in finding the inverse of the given function. Okay, so before defining the invertible function, we would like to define the inverse of function. Okay, inverse of function can be defined in two ways, or what I would like to say you, there are two methods of finding that the given function having its inverse. First method is, if f is 1 1 on 2, 1 1 on 2 means bijective, then f is called or f is said to be the invertible function. Okay, means if f is 1 1 and on 2, that is bijective, then it is invertible also, or it is invertible, then it is bijective. Okay, this statement is true from both the sides, this statement. Now the second definition, if f is any function from set A to set B, then there is another function. Namely g from set B to set A is said to be inverse of f, is said to be inverse of f if gov of x is equals to fog of x is equals to identity. Okay, if f is any function from set A to set B, then there is another function g from set B to set A, then f is said to be invertible function. F is said to be invertible function if gov of x equals to fog of x equals to identity function. This is the criteria, this is the condition of proving that given function is invertible function. Okay, so we can use any of the definition, either this. Either we can prove that given function is 1 1 or 2, that is bijective. In that case also function is invertible function. Or we can prove that for any function f from set A to set B, there is another function g from set B to set A, such that gov equal to fog. In that case also function is invertible function, and G is the inverse of f. G is the inverse of f. Okay, we use both the definitions in proving that given function is invertible function. Okay, now we will use, or we are having some of the examples of the NCERT book, so that concept of the invertibility of the function may clear to you. So firstly we will take the, first of all we will take the theorem, and the statement of the theorem is if f is invertible, then inverse is unique. Inverse of f is unique. So this is the statement. First of all we would like to prove this. Statement is if f is invertible function, means if f is having inverse, then f is invertible function and f is having the unique inverse, or inverse of f is unique. Main thing is inverse of any function is unique inverse. Okay, here we can prove this statement by so many methods, but we will use the method of contradiction. Means we will take proof. We will take 2 of the inverse of the given function and finally prove that both the inverse or both the functions are same. So the inverse of the given function is also same. Okay. So let f from set A to set B is any function, and g1 from set A to set B to set A, and g2 from set B to set A are any two of the inverse of given function. Okay, f is any function, f is any given function, and g1 and g2 are any two inverse. Okay, so g1 and g2 are inverse. So log of 1x is equals to identity of x, and log 2x is equals to identity x. Second definition of invertible function said that if f is an inverse, then there is another inverse g such that log equals to identity. Log equals to identity, or log equals to. So log 1x equals to identity of x and log 2x equals to identity x. Both are equals to identity function. Okay, that is why log 1x equals to log 2x. Both are equal to the same quantity, identity of x. That is why both quantity will be equals to. Means log 1x equals to log 2x. Second definition of invertible function said that if f is any function, then there is another function g. Such that log equals to identity, log is equals to identity. So we are using the concept of second definition. Okay. Now function of g1x equals to function of g2x. Okay. F is invertible. That is why f is invertible. That is why it is 1 1. 1 1 means if images are same, then elements are also same. Images are same, then elements are also same. Means g1x equals to g2x. g1x equals to g2x. Images are same, that is why elements are also same. g1x equals to g2x. Okay, g1x equals to g2x, it means both the function are same. Both the function that we have let that these are two inverse of the given function are same. It means inverse are same. Inverse are same. Implies that inverse are same. Implies that G1 equals to G2. Implies that F having unique inverse. Unique inverse. Okay. So this is one of the important theorem of the invertible functions. Now we will take some of the examples. Example number 23. Example number 23 and example number 24. So that the concept of invertible function may become more clear to all of you. Okay. So example number 23. Example number 23 is let f from z and to y. Given y, function x is equals to 4x plus 3, where y is defined as y belongs to set of natural number, y equals to 4x plus 3 and x belongs to set of natural number. Okay. Show that f is invertible and also find its inverse. Okay. Very important question. So that f is invertible and also find its inverse. Okay. So we have to prove that the given function is invertible function. We are having two definitions. First definition and second definition. We will use the second definition. Okay, we can use any one of the definition, but the more convenient definition for such type of question is definition number second. So we will use the second definition. Function x is given as 4x plus 3. F is defined from set n to set y. F is given and it is defined from set of natural number to set y. First of all, we will find another function g. G of x is equals to g of x. First of all, we will find g, and how we will find? This is equals to y. Now we will solve this equation for x. So x is equals to y minus 3 upon 4. X is equals to y minus 3 upon 4. So this x is y, g. This x is g. Gx equals to x minus 3 upon 4. The value of x that we have find is g. Okay. So gx is equals to x minus 3 upon 4. And g will define from set y to set of natural number. Okay. Now we will show that fog equal to gof equal to identity function. Okay. So fog of x equals to function of gx and function of gx. Image of x under f is 4x plus 3. So image of g under f is 4 of gx plus 3. Now put the value of g. 4 into g. G is x minus 3 upon 4. X minus 3 upon 4 plus 3. 4 will cancel 4. So this is equals to x minus 3 plus 3. 3 will cancel 3. So this is equals to x. So fog of x equals to x. X means identity of x. So fog equals to identity. So first part is proved. Fog equals to identity. Now we will prove the second part. Fog is equals to identity. Now we will prove second part, and second part is gof equals to identity. So let's start from here. GOF. We will find GOF. GOF of x is equals to g of function x. G of function x, and image of x under g is x minus 3 upon 4. Image of f under g is function x minus 3 upon 4. Function x minus 3 upon 4. Now put the value of function x. Function x is equals to 4x plus 3. 4x plus 3 minus 3 upon 4. 3 will cancel 3. So 4x upon 4. This shows that GOF of x equals to x, means identity of x, and this can be write down as GOF equals to identity. GOF equals to identity. Okay. So we have already proved GOF equals to identity, and now we have proved GOF equals to identity. It means this shows that therefore form equals to GOF equals to identity. And as per the definition, second definition of invertible function, this shows that f is inverse. F is invertible. F is invertible, and inverse of f is g. So gx is equals to x minus 3 upon 4 is the f inverse. Is the f inverse. Okay. So this is the example number. This is the example number 23. Okay. This example is for linear function, and there are so many examples that can be proved like this. That can be proved like this, but that are or which are in quadratic equation. Okay. Now we will take the example number 24. Example number 24, very important example or very important question from the examination point of view, as well as from learning the concept of the invertible function. Example number 24. Example number 24. I am writing the statement y is equals to n square such that n belongs to set of natural number is subset of set of natural number. F is from set of natural number to y. As function n equals to n square. Show that f is invertible. Also find its inverse. Question is same. Show that the given function is invertible function. Also find its inverse. Question is same like previous example. Okay. So this example number 24 is same. Function n is given as n square. Let this is equals to n. Our first task is to find the another function g. Another function g. And how we will find? We will find another function g like this, equal to n. Now solve this for n. So n equals to under root n, and this n is g. So g n equals to under root n. G n equals to under root n. So this is f, this is g. F is defined from set of natural number to y, and g will define from set y to set of natural numbers. Okay, domain and codomain will interchange each other. Domain and codomain will interchange each other. So gn equals to this. Now we will find GOF and FOG. Now we will find GOF and FOG. So GOF of n equals to g of function n. G of function n. We will find image of function n under g. Image of n under g is under root n. So this is under root fn, and this is under root fn. Fn equals to n square. So this is equals to n. So GOF equals to Gop n equals to identity n means gop equals to identity. Gop equals to identity. Now similarly we will find fog of n. So fog of n is equals to function of gn. Function of gn means function of gn. Image of n under f is n square. So image of gn under f is gn whole square. Gn whole square, gn is under root n. So under root n whole square. Square root and square will cancel each other, so equal to n. Means fog of n is equals to identity of n. Means fog equals to identity. Fog equals to identity. So what we have proved? We have proved that gop of n equals to identity, gop equals to identity, and fog equals to identity. Fog equals to gop equals to identity, fog equals to gop equals to identity implies that f is invertible. F is invertible. This is the first part. This is the first part of the example. Prove that the given function is invertible function. Now we will show that we will find the inverse. So inverse of f is g, and g is equals to under root n. So under root n is the inverse of f. Under root n is the inverse of f. Okay, now this was the example number 24. Okay, so student, today we have learned the concept of invertibility of two functions. Okay, and invertibility of two functions can be proved in two ways. First of all, we can prove that given function is bijective function, that is one function, and onto function. Ultimately function will be invertible function. Okay, and if any function is invertible, then it is bijective function also. Okay, means this statement of this theorem or this definition is vice versa. And second definition, what second definition said? Second definition said that a function f from set A to set B is said to be invertible function if there is another function g from set B to set A such that gop equals to fog equals to identity function. Okay, and we can use both the definitions. We can use both the definition in any of the question in proving that given function is invertible function. Okay, so this was the concept of invertibility of two functions. Okay, thank you.